Hey guys, how's everybody doing? So this is a little video I plan on making since I did it with the Christopher Landon news that he's directing Scream 7. So I'm gonna give you news on Chucky season 3. So today we got the confirmation that Chucky season 3 is still coming out this year on October 4th on USA Sci-Fi, and then the next day we'll be streaming on Peacock, which is the first time for this series because after the series would end, that season would end, it would go right to Peacock, and then you can binge the entire series and everything. But today, where if you have not been following the last events since May, there has been going on a ongoing writer strike, which is still going on today, and also a actors strike, which has been going on for the writer strike has been going on for over 100 days. The SAG strike has been going on for a few days now. Not the exact number, and the writer's strike, as I read here, started May 2nd of 2023. And when this whole writer's strike was beginning, production companies, productions on movies and TV shows, shut down production in support of the writers and SAG strike, and so a lot of the projects we were planning on getting this year or possibly next year are all going to be delayed for sure unless Hollywood decides to get their heads out of their asses and figure out this writers and SAG strike. And so we got the confirmation today that Chucky season 3 is still coming out, which is a good thing for us Chucky fans and horror fans. But here's where my issue comes in. As I read here, Chucky season 3, back when the writers strike still was when the writers strike was first beginning, behind the scenes of production companies have said that they have shut down production of the of support of the writer's strike. Now this was beginning of the writer's strike. It was not confirmed. It was just a theory going on. The people behind the scenes, one of the actresses, I believe, the person who shot Living with Chucky. Please go watch that. That's a very good documentary. And she said that production shut down. A lot of us were like skeptical, like maybe this is not real, maybe it's possibly fake. We don't know yet. But then a few weeks ago, they people behind the scenes of Chucky season 3 officially announced that their production shut down in support of the SAG and writers strike. And us Chucky fans and us horror fans all went, okay, so possibly it will get delayed. It's going to get delayed to possibly next year or like beginning of next year or late next year. Who knows? But to my surprise, when I woke up this morning, when I checked my phone, I saw that Chucky Season 3 promo happened. Please watch the video. I'll have a link up here for you to watch it. And when I watched it, they Chucky gave his whole promo thing, like he was running for president, that he's coming back October 4th. His show will be on USA and Sci-Fi like the other seasons were, and then the next day will be streaming on Peacock, and that this show, and well, not this show, this season will be set in Washington D.C., which I thought was a very interesting area to put Chucky. And Devin Sawa might be coming back. He made a joke saying Devin who, because behind the scenes, if you follow it, they don't get along. And Jennifer Tilly will be returning, as we saw behind the scenes. But where my issue comes in is that back when they first stopped production in support of the writers' strike, everybody said that they filmed halfway through the show until they decided to shut down production. And so what I figured is like, okay, they only have half of it done. Maybe once this writer's strike will end, they'll finish filming and it might come out maybe sometime in March, possibly. But it depends when this writers and SAG strike ends. Whenever the Hollywood production companies pull their heads out of their asses. And now we got the confirmation, but they have not made any news on what they're gonna do. They haven't said that they're gonna release all the episodes, maybe possibly shot them in secret, or they're just gonna release the first half of the show and then release the other half when this writer strike ends. But if that's the case with they're just gonna release the first 4 episodes, why do that? I would just rather wait until the entire series is done and just release it at once so it doesn't end on like a lame cliffhanger like, oh, we'll see you when this writer's strike is over. I don't want to see that. I would rather just see the entire show come out than a half of the show just because it's done. Yeah, sure, those episodes are done, but don't release them yet because I would just rather see them as one season. Yeah, sure, seasons do that where they film it and then they release half of it and then they release the other half later after a cliffhanger on the last episode of part 1, like as Breaking Bad did back when it was first ending almost 10 years ago now. But I wouldn't be up for that. I would rather them just finish the show and just release it when it's all finished instead of just releasing it with just 4 episodes. Now, again, they have not confirmed what they are doing yet. If you text the number that they showed in the promo, I'll have like a little title up here so you can call it. Actually, do call it. It's pretty funny. I did it as a joke, and Chucky answered the phone and everything. And if you text that number, nothing will come up at first, but it will give you updates on the show. So maybe if you text that number, and maybe they'll send you plot details. They'll send you episode titles. Well, actually, they did release the episode titles, and maybe they'll show you what they're gonna do. Maybe what I'm thinking is that possibly they shot the rest of the series in secret, but I'd rather them just come out and say it. I don't know what they're gonna do. I would rather just have them release the show when it's already done. But again, we can see what the future holds for this show. We'll see what the future holds when it comes to the writers and SAG strike. But again, we do have until October. So maybe by the time October begins and during September, possibly the SAG strike and writer strike might end before September or mid-September. Who knows what's going to go on? Because a few weeks ago, they did try to do a thing where they were going to come to an agreement, but that didn't end well, so they're still on strike. Again, we can see what the future holds for this character, for this series. Who knows what they'll end up doing, but I'm all for it. I'm always glad to see Chucky Season 2. I enjoyed, but I do agree that there were two goofy moments for the franchise, in my opinion. But who knows what the future holds for this franchise? I'm rooting for the show. I'm loving what this TV show is doing so far. I don't know what they'll do with the episodes. Again, we'll see what the future holds. I will give up updates. Maybe I'll make more videos when they give the confirmation what they're going to be doing with episodes. But who knows? I will give you more updates when they start to come out. But again, this is just them announcing the show. They haven't said anything about episodes. I haven't said anything else. It's just that the release date is confirmed, and then it will be streaming on Peacock the next day and all that good stuff. We don't know anything else besides that, but until we get more news, I will let all of you guys know. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will get notified for my latest videos. But of course, until my next video, I'll see you next time.